Well, let's now cast our reporter in KwaZulu-Natal Vusi Khumalo. He's been following the Ad Hoc Joint Committee oversight visit in the province following the recent floods. A very good afternoon to you, Vusi. Thank you for joining us. Perhaps walk us through what the day's proceedings have looked like. We understand that you are now in Tongat. Talk us through how the visit went in that area.
Yes, it has been quite a busy day, especially with regards to the Ad Hoc Joint Committee on Flood Disaster Relief and Recovery, led by the co-chairperson of it, Mr. Cedric Frolic, as well as other members, including that of the opposition parties, the EFF, led by Veronica Mente, as well as the DA's Dean McPherson, and the IFP's Mkhuleko Hlengwa, visiting the province of KwaZulu-Natal, of course, following the deadly floods that left more than 400 lives, that claimed more than 400 lives. And also, at the moment, the Premier did say, the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, saying that there are still 88 people who are still missing, and also these floods in the province of KwaZulu-Natal affected more than 7,000 people, with the majority of them being from Durban and surrounding areas, townships such as Inanda, Molweni, and Uzuma, Chelimnyama. Those were the hardest hit areas. And now with the second floods that hit the province just last weekend, Umdloti emerged as the hardest hit area, with a lot of infrastructure, including roads, bridges, having been destroyed. Now we are here at a water treatment plant at Utongati area, just north of Durban. The committee was here just a while ago. One thing they've highlighted on their visit here was that the political leadership of eThekwini municipality was not here, in reference to the mayor, Mr. Mxolisi Kaunda, the deputy mayor of eThekwini, Mr. Pilani PG Mavundla, who were absent on this visit because the committee was expecting a briefing from the municipality of eThekwini, but that did not happen. So the meeting was abandoned, but the committee did say that they will continue with their work, but they would have really loved to get the briefing from the municipality, so that they do have a correct account of what's really transpired and what is it that they've done in order to ensure that they mitigate the effects of the floods that left so many people destitute. Even the infrastructure where we are, as I'm letting in Utulani Ngoba, our camera person, our old hands, showing you the damaged infrastructure. This is part of the water treatment plant that is not working at the moment. We got a briefing from the Premier of the province, Sihle Zikalala, saying that this may take well over 6 months or several months in order to be fixed. As I'm talking to you right now, this area of Utongati and surrounding areas do not have water. That has been the case since the first floods or previous floods of the 11th of April. So they are without water, but they are pinning their hopes on government, especially with regards to the eThekwini municipality, to bring water tankers. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm seeing a water tanker being brought to this area, so that the locals do have water in their locality, because a number of communities are still without water, especially in this area of Tongati area. So the municipality was, the committee was angered by the absence of this political leadership of eThekwini, and also made a mention that in other areas such as Umlalazi, they did get the mayor and also some officials who briefed them about the state of affairs that is currently taking place in the province or in their localities at Umlalazi, as well as getting the mayor Linda Nyaka from KwaDukuza who briefed the committee on what has really transpired, what is it that they need, and also getting some suggestion and also some ideas as to how to go on about business in order to mitigate the impact of the floods in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Well, Lindy Nyaga, the mayor of KwaDukuza, did say that her area need about R1 billion in order to restore normality in her area, because we have seen bridges and also roads that have been eroded as a result of the floods there in that particular area. But here in the area of Tongati, which belongs to eThekwini municipality, this committee will then from here go to Umlazi before ending today's activities south of the province in South Coast, but we do not know whether they will get there due to time constraints, because it has been a long day for them from 9 o'clock. That was their first meeting that took place there. Well, the Premier of the province did also made a mention that so far they have not received that R1 billion that has been bandied all about, with many people saying that those funds should be used and government should be transparent in using those funds, because it's coming from all sectors, with a number of private sector businesses also coming on board and also lending a helping hand in order to ensure that the situation does stabilize and also comes to normalcy, saying that a number of private companies such as Tongat Hewlett, they've also donated R500 million that will be put together or combined with the government's R1.5 million. So it should be R2 million in order to repair and also build a bridge that connects Tongat and Durban, as well as a number of other private business that have also lent their helping hand in order to restore normality, especially regards to the M4, because as we speak now, mainly motorists or drivers are using the N2, which is the only road so far that connects the busiest areas of KwaZulu-Natal, such as Durban and KwaDukuza. For now, let me perhaps get back to you.
Thank you very much for that update, Vusi Khumalo. Again, our reporter stationed currently in Tongat in the eThekwini municipality, giving us the latest with regards to the Ad Hoc Joint Committee on Flood Disaster Relief and Recovery. That committee obviously on an oversight visit to the province in various areas to assess the damages caused by the recent floods that, propelled that area. Again, due to time constraints, he was outlining some of the other areas that they are set to visit, but opposition parties also joining in, the EFF, the DA and the IFP, alongside Cedric Frollock, who is leading that ad hoc committee. Again, as it unfolds, we'll continue to bring you the latest from the province.